What's up, people? This is Big Boss Calvin 83. I was thinking about this today, and I have to talk about this, and I gotta express my feelings on this. I know a lot of people are gonna be pissed off and offended in their fucking feelings, but I don't care. Y'all should already know that I don't give a fuck about anybody's goddamn feelings. The only thing I care about is the fucking truth. And you being realistic and being real and authentic. With no apologies to it. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on a second. What I was thinking about today, honestly, today is Sunday. Let me make this turn before I even go any further. This Sunday, I mean, I know, it's obviously that, if you live down south, it's obviously that you got a lot of religious folks, you know what I'm saying? Church folks specifically. And what I can't stand about people down here, what I can't stand about the black community as a whole, the so-called black community, who worship Jesus, can't stand that shit. These black Christians, they get on my fucking nerves. I cannot stand Negroes who want to involve themselves and participate and allow themselves to get indoctrinated and believe in these European religions. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand that shit. That shit drives me fucking crazy. That, especially when it comes to Negroes, my people of color, black people, specifically black Americans. I don't know why that person was tailgating me. Okay. It bothers me that a lot of these Negro Christians, these black Christians, they always looking to God and always believing in some supernatural bullshit, overdoing it. It bothers me that a lot of us as a people don't want to take time to know history and why we worship this so-called sky god. Why do we believe in Jesus, and why is this a generational problem? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Why have y'all ever questioned why do we celebrate? Why do we go to church every Sunday? Why do y'all study the Bible? Has anyone ever taken the time, other than me, to question that? And then when you question that, you are you're Antichrist and all kind of bullshit. I don't give a fuck. Someone is, you're just negative and you support Satan because you dare question why you celebrate what you celebrate. Why do you celebrate these European traditions? When you ain't European, you're not European descent. Even though, slave masters, specifically that Caucasian male, raped a black woman, and you had sometimes you had Caucasian females raping a black man, coercing him into sex, because if he didn't have sex with her, she would yell rape. But most of the time, you had Negro women get raped by Caucasian males, or you had some Negro women who got deep-rooted self-hate issues and indoctrinated and brought into Caucasian supremacy, willingly slept with a slave master just to get accepted in so-called white society. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's about either by force or by choice. But I think when it comes to brothers with Caucasian women, Caucasian females. Because I don't see the Caucasian male as a man. I don't see the Caucasian female as a woman. Okay, you know what I'm saying? it bothers me is that y'all. I mean, it bothers me that brothers didn't have no choice if we wanted to fuck with. We couldn't. You know damn well you couldn't fuck with a Caucasian female. You know that was the end of your life. And she came across you. You couldn't even look away. It's like if you looked at her, you're in trouble. You don't acknowledge her and look at her, you're in trouble. You don't fuck with her, you're in trouble. If you fuck her, you're in trouble. And I feel is that sometimes, and it bothers me how these dumbass, ignorant, fake-ass pro-blacks don't acknowledge that. They all want to push this narrative that brothers are color-struck and we worship the Caucasian female, but they don't. But they are so accepting and forgiving, and they give sisters a pussy fucking pass, black women a fucking pussy pass when they come to fucking with Caucasian males or fucking with Hispanic dudes who are really Spaniards. I'm not talking about Latinos, other ethnic people of color who speak Spanish. I'm talking about just Caucasians, what they call white men, you know. And it's like when a so-called black woman dates outside of her ethnicity or fucks outside of her ethnicity or has a relationship or has a not a black, I'm saying has a so-called white spouse, it's acceptable. But these dumbass, hypocritical, pro-black, fake-ass pro-black bitches like your Cynthia G, your China Fox, and these dumbass, fake-ass pro-black males, they want to be the dick police when it comes to brothers wanting to create their own options and they don't want to fuck with a self-hating Negro Bedouin coon bitch, you know what I'm saying? With a nasty attitude and a disrespectful disposition towards men of color. You try to get away from that, and then you call it a sellout, a coon, a Sambo, a handkerchief head, you know, a bed buck, or whatever the hell they want to call you, a sellout. You hate your mother, but you never hear nobody call out sisters, call out the black female who fucks with Caucasian males exclusively. You know, actually more so brothers, black men actually fuck with women of other ethnicities, other ethnic women of color more, like your Latina, your Asian, you know what I'm saying, your Arab, and other ethnic women of color who don't want to call themselves as African or black, you know what I'm saying, Nubian. But these Negro females will fuck with Caucasian males because it's really some hypergamy shit. I'm not trying to get off the subject, but the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is I'm trying to get y'all to understand why that we have been victimized and colonialized and enslaved, not just physically, but in the mind of Caucasian supremacy. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. I'm back. I just was checking my storage space. Anyway, it's all good. Let me hurry up. What I'm saying is we have been indoctrinated and we've been told to worship Caucasian people, assimilate their culture, and embrace and love their heritage. And where has that gotten us? We have been told to forgive and forgive and forget what Caucasian people and what these other groups have done to us, and most of the times inflict harm and death and destruction and rape towards us, and lynchings and exploitation and usury. Us as black people being used by everybody else and being fucked over. We help and support and take care of everybody's causes and fight for their issues to get what they want and what they feel they need. But when it comes to us, fuck y'all niggers. You know what I'm saying? What I'm going to say about this is that we have been told to love everybody else unconditionally, but nobody loves us at all. And we don't get a love. We get a conditional like. And it's temporary. You know what I'm saying? And what I have been thinking about, the problem with us as black people, we don't want to study our history. Christianity was forced upon us. You believe in, even if you're Catholic, that was forced upon you. We have been forced and programmed and indoctrinated and coerced. We have been coerced. I hope I'm saying that word correctly. We have been coerced and forced to embrace European culture and then be indoctrinated and love Caucasian people. We have Stockholm syndrome. No, you forgive your enemy for doing dirt to you, but they don't want to stop. You don't forgive nobody who did you wrong and didn't apologize for it. And if they did apologize for it, you make them earn. You make them earn your respect. You make them earn your damn trust. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You don't. And if you don't want to forgive them, it's okay. It's okay not to forgive. As long as you ain't everybody holds a fucking grudge. The Jewish people hold a fucking grudge over the Germans when the Germans put them in the fucking Holocaust and tortured them and killed them inhumanely and raped the fuck out of the fucking so-called Jews. You know, everybody else who have been done wrong and been terrorized and been victims of colonization, genocide, even to a degree some enslavement, exploitation, rape, and murder, you know, other types of inhumane mistreatment and maimed the fuck out, they have not forgiven and they have not forgotten. And they have disassociated themselves from those people. They learn how to work with people, but they ain't get along type of person, type of people, go along to get along. No, you have to earn their fucking trust. You have to do right by them, and they're gonna make you. If you fuck up and fuck them over, you're gonna pay, and there's consequences. And that's the problem with black people, is that there's no consequences when you do us wrong, when you fuck us over, when you do dirt on us, you mistreat us, you lie to us and deceive us, play with our emotions and feelings and use us and exploit us and harm us and kill and rape us and kill us and lynch us. Abuse us. There's no consequences. And what's frustrating about the so-called black community is that we continue to do stuff that don't fucking work. We continue to not do what we gotta do to make our lives better, to make the community better, to make our people better. You know what I'm saying? We don't do anything to strengthen our heritage, our culture, our way of being, our way of life. We do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't do none of that shit. It smells bad out here. All we do is pray. All we do is pray. All we do is pray. Read the Bible. Do this and do that, and and try to follow the Bible, which is fake as fuck. Yes, it's fake. It's made up. It's written by a man, but some dumbass Christian Negro peon idiot is gonna tell me, oh, someone told man to write the Bible. And I hate it when y'all dumbass Negro peons, yeah, that's what the fuck you are. If you believe in Christianity, if you believe that the Caucasian way and following the Caucasian male and female is the way to your prosperity and survival, you're a damn fool. You think about getting loving and fucking and sucking and laying up with Caucasian people, having relationships with them, being friends with them, and trying to force them to like you. You think that's gonna get you ahead. It's not. Kissing their asses and kissing their feet, sucking their dick, eating their coochie is not gonna get you anywhere. Kissing their butt and worshiping them and putting them on a pedestal and stroking their fucking ego is not gonna get you anywhere. When will y'all Negroes understand that shit? I mean, when will y'all understand that shit? Damn. I mean, I'm driving, so I have to be careful, and especially at night. Anyway, what I'm saying is that I'm so sick and tired of you Negroes always wanting to believe in the fucking supernatural, always dependent on something that you can't prove, something that you can't smell, you can't touch, you can't see, you can't taste, you can't feel. You know what I'm saying? You can't feel none of that shit. You believe in this fucking God that you know damn well deep down inside you know don't fucking exist. And then y'all talk about dumb shit. Well, we gotta repent. Let me ask y'all a question. When Caucasian people have done dirt, excuse me, Caucasians as a whole, Europeans, speaking of specifically Europeans, Europeans are saying, these Caucasians, Anglo-Saxon devils have done so much damn dirt and done so much evil on this fucking earth. They have raped and pillaged, colonized the globe, enslaved people, colonized and steal their land and resources, destroy their history, the native people's history, kill off indigenous people, commit genocide, rapes, murders, torture, lynching, maiming the fuck out of people, stealing their resources, stealing their lands, tortured people, inhumanely mistreated people, and done harm and made people die for painful death. Committed brutal ass murder, mass murders. Y'all hear me? Stolen everything. The reason why Caucasian people are on the top of the so-called social bullshit ass hierarchy is, well, because they made the racial hierarchy. There's no such thing. It's made by them. They have done all this evil shit. More and more people have died at the hands of Caucasian people. More people died. More people have been victimized, terrorized, raped, lynched, murdered, victims of genocide and hate and other demonic shit by Caucasians. Those are the only group of people who have done that type of evil. Nobody else has. And let me ask you motherfuckers something. Have they ever got down on their knees and asked for forgiveness? Have they ever repented? When will they ever be held accountable? It is never gonna fucking happen. You know, they continue to sin, they continue to do evil, do dirt, because that's all they know. That's their nature. That's all they know. They continue to do evil shit, they continue to steal, they continue to maim, they continue to torture, terrorize, lie, steal, cheat, rape and pillage, destroy lands and resources, steal lands and resources, manipulate people, and deceive people, and destroy their heritage, and their fabric of life. You know what I'm saying? Rob them of their cultural identity and force them to assimilate in their culture, or force them to live their lifestyle and their way of life, which ain't fucking natural. All this filth and all this toxic shit out here has been done by them. But Caucasian people have never repented a goddamn thing. They have never repented, never begged for forgiveness, never tried to change, never tried to do right, especially by us as black people. What we call ourselves, black people, people of color. We have tried to live the righteous path, treat people right, treat people the way we want to be treated, even kiss their ass and put them on a pedestal and worship them, obey, be obedient to this so-called sky god, to this Jesus, this white Jesus that y'all call it. And where has the black community progressed? Where has it gotten us as a collective? We are at the bottom of the fucking totem pole. We are worse off, more fucked up, more divided as a people, broken than any time throughout history. We are worse. The people who are enslaved and in chains lived better than us, did better than us. In the Jim Crow era, we had our own shit. We had our own businesses. We were prospering. The reason why they brought in integration was not because out of the kindness of out of the kindness of Caucasian people's heart. It was not because of some moral thing. Caucasians don't have a moral compass. They did it for money. Oh, and we'll let them niggers shop in our stores. We'll let a few of them move into our neighborhood. Oh, we'll let them have opportunities. Oh, we'll let them work for us because we can make a lot of money. Like the NBA, the NFL, baseball, Major League Baseball, NHL. We'll use their talent and make millions and even billions of dollars. We'll take their inventions, their intellectual capabilities and intellectual property and steal it and call it ours. Ours. That's what Caucasian people think. When Caucasian people supposedly freed us when our ancestors were fucking slaves, guess what? What did they do? They didn't do it because, oh, it was the right thing to do. No, they did it because they couldn't afford to take care of us like that. They didn't need us like that. Oh, they needed us for something else, and that's why they brought in the prison system. Oh, when we try to have our own shit prosper and demand reparations, they dismiss that. When we try to have our own shit, when we try to have our own Black Wall Street, the Tulsa Oklahomas of the world, Rosewood, Florida, Springfield, Illinois, and all these other prosperous black towns like Atlanta and other black towns throughout the country, they was destroyed due to false accusations by Caucasian people, mainly that Caucasian female, falsely accusing a fictitious black man, falsely accusing a so-called black man of rape, assault, battery, and being robbed, and her children being harmed and raped. When a Caucasian female was raped, it was by her male counterpart, the Caucasian male. She was raped by another Caucasian male, said she couldn't do anything about it. That's where the white woman suffrage movement came in. Oh, we'll just blame the black man because he ain't got no damn fucking power anyway. When they brought in Planned Parenthood, it was not because it was done for population reduction to kill off the so-called black population. Where they brought in the feminist movement, first of all, why would black women need feminism when the so-called black man for the last 500 fucking years, 400 years at the time, did not have the power, did not have the mentality, did not have the means, the resources, and the total control of the nation to oppress women? You know what I'm saying? They brought in feminism and did everything they can to remove the black father, the black patriarch from the household so they could get control of the women and children. The reason why they took discipline out the home and telling you can't do this to your kids, you can't say this to your kids, you can't tell them the truth, oh, you got to put your kids in school, you can't homeschool your children, but into our relationships with our families and parents and families raising the children within the black community is because they wanted to manipulate the children and put them and control them and get them in the prison system, get the children to have broken families like the women. Okay, it's okay to be a whore and a slut. It's okay to fuck all types of dick, take all types of dick in the pussy, and do all kinds of nasty, inappropriate shit. And so, broken families, okay, you can get on welfare, you can live off us, and we'll make you the welfare queen, even though more Caucasian people are on welfare. We'll do that shit to disenfranchise the family, and you worship the Caucasian male and love white daddy. We'll get the black woman the jobs and all the opportunities and don't give the black man a damn thing. Oh, we didn't give you all reparations. We ain't going to do that. You could ask for it, but they ain't going to do it. But everybody else demanded their shit and got theirs. The Jewish people got theirs in a minute. Japanese, Mexicans, Chinese, Native Americans, you name it. But we're so nice and kind. We're told to forgive, love, don't judge people, but they're judging you. And, oh, God has a plan. God will take care of this. Nope. But when it comes to Caucasian people, do they think like that? No. They see themselves as God, goddess, judge, the jury, the police, and the owners of the society. Say that one more time. When Caucasian people see themselves as God, goddess, the angel, the judge, prosecutor, and fucking jury. They run this shit. They are self-efficient enough. Everybody else, the Asian people, they may not be as fortunate as Caucasian people, but Asian people have benefited off the black struggle too. But they know how to stick together, work together, and build together, and have their own dynasty and nation and be independent from Caucasian supremacy to a degree. Same with the Mexicans. They're doing that. The Latinos, the Arabs doing that. You know what I'm saying? They're you know, and back to the other type of Asian people, the East Indians. Everybody's self-efficient. Everybody takes care of themselves and each other and works together and build together. But black people don't. Oh, we'll just pray to God. We'll pray away our problems. We'll forgive and forget. And you have been doing that, Negroes, for a long time, and you have failed. We are at the bottom of the totem pole. We are the laughingstock, the most mistreated, disrespected, taken advantage of, victims of being taken advantage of and used, exploited people on the fucking planet. Never taken seriously because we believe in the sky god. God has a plan for this. Oh, God said this will happen in the Bible, so I ain't gonna do anything to better my situation because God will take care of it. That's the stupidest thing. That's the stupidest attitude, the stupidest dumbass mindset I ever heard in my living of me being 34 years old, over 34 years, living on this planet for over 34 years. Hear this type of dumb shit from Negroes. Nobody else talks like that. Caucasian people don't talk like that, even though they might, even though most religious ones know better. They don't talk that dumb shit. No, they're self-efficient. And if they feel they can take control of something and can control their own destiny, they will fucking do it. You understand me? I'm back, people. What I'm saying is, it's just really frustrating that you have people that allow themselves to be brainwashed and manipulated. They see shit is not fair. They see that they're being disenfranchised. They see they're being victims of systematic racism, discrimination, injustice, racial profiling. Us as people of color, you know what I'm saying? Against Caucasian people, against opportunistic, self-hating other ethnic groups of color who cut our throats too, who are very prejudiced. And then you got these self-hating, handkerchief head, Sambo, Aunt Your Mama, Negro bed wenches, Negro peeing coon, dumbass people who shucking and step and fetch Negro peeing, who will do anything to please their mass and sell out and throw their own people underneath the bus, sell out, and those sell. And that's why it's hard. Just because someone is your same skin color, no, as a so-called black person, just because somebody got the same skin tone as you, that don't mean they're down for you. That don't mean they're your brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? What we have to realize is this, that God's gonna come down and God's gonna save us. God, no, stop believing in that bullshit. The last days. No, we're going through a transition. We're not living the final days of this world on this earth. What's happening, we're going through a transition, and the system, the old system, we're going to a new system. That's what that is. That's to throw you off. Y'all gotta understand how the system of Caucasian supremacy works. Y'all gotta understand the so-called Jews. They are on the same team as the English-speaking Anglo-Saxon. And Caucasian people, no matter whether they speak a different language or not, they got the same mentality. You know what I'm saying? You waiting around for God to better your situation. No, you need to get off your ass and stop praying, stop reading the fucking Bible, stop brainwashing yourself with bullshit, and do something in your life. You need to know everybody else is self-efficient but us. Nobody's relying on supernatural. And it kills me about you Negroes. You let these pastors and these televangelists fuck you over and pimp you out and rape you of your money, take your money, and they're living comfortable off your struggle. No matter what color they are. What's frustrating is that you see the fact that you've been dealt a bad hand. History tells you that, but you do nothing about it. Oh, but you can't complain every now and then and pray that it will change. Instead of you being the leader, you be self-efficient. You use your brain, you use your abilities and talent and skills, logic and common sense, and your abilities and your physicality and your mentality and your psychology and your ability as a person, as a human being to function. You make the change. Stop waiting on other people to fight your battles. Stop waiting on other people to do stuff for you and do it yourself. You begging people who don't have a moral compass. We live in a society that there's no morals. Dog eat dog, everything goes. That y'all remind me of the nice guy. You do everything you can to get a girl that you like to like you, but she friend zones you and uses you and abuses you and treats you like shit. But she's with this other loser ass dude who don't treat her right, don't respect her, don't give a damn about her fucking opinion and feelings. But she's with him, especially when he got that paper. especially when he's popular and got status. But you trying to do everything all moral and trying to convince her you're a good person when most women don't give a damn if you're a good person or not. All they care about is your fucking money and do you look good, and how can she come up with off of your status and your popularity. That's how most of these women think, and that's how most people think in general. You know why? Because the women are the first teacher of the child. Women are easily programmed and manipulated than men are. Women and children are the most targeted. They're soft targets when it comes to brainwashing and manipulation and being lied to and deceiving. Men ain't. Real men, not these emotional ass, moist males who are feminized, who are effeminate bitches. Y'all gotta wake up. God, believe in the supernatural things. All if you believe in God and have a good relationship with God, but everybody else don't have a relationship with God, but they're successful, they're wealthy, they got food in their fucking belly, they got food in the refrigerator, they got nice cars, nice houses, and they ain't living right. A lot of them are doing dirt, but they're happy, and you ain't. But you're trying to pretend to be happy. Stop doing that. Do what you need to do to get ahead in this world. Do what you need to do as us as the people to rise so we can prosper together and stop being selfish. Stop following other people. Stop being a follower, Negroes, and be a fucking leader. Stop following the Caucasian. Leave the Caucasian alone. Tell them to fuck off. And let's handle our business. But y'all don't want to do that. Oh, God told me to do this. God said this. God said that. No, it's your own goddamn mind and the people who telling you dumb shit telling you to do that. Oh, the devil made me do it. No, the problem with us as a people, we don't take personal responsibility for nothing. Oh, we'll blame other people, but when we have control of the situation, instead of taking that control and taking your power back and being decisive and being assertive and getting the job done, you don't want to do it. You want somebody to do it for you. That's that complacency and that's that laziness, and that's what religion teaches, to be soft, weak, and docile, and be bitch made and whipped, and be the whipping boy and the whipping girl, to be easily taken advantage of. And then when you get sick and tired, and all of a sudden you lose your goddamn mind or you do crazy shit. All I want to say is, people, my people, you make the plan. You define you. You go to your destination. Take charge of your life and make it happen. Stop relying. Stop praying. Stop waiting on other people to do right. You do right. You lead by example. We don't live in a moral society. Everything goes. I'm not saying be bad and mean and treat people like shit and fuck them over. What I'm saying is get off your ass and do something. Make it happen. Be decisive. Use good judgment. Learn how other people are getting ahead. And they don't have a relationship with God, but you do. But you're struggling and suffering, and they ain't. Wake up. You're being played. Religion is set up for you to failure and keep you a slave. You're mentally enslaved. It's time to break free and let it go. It's time to break free from the chains of slavery and make it and take charge of your life and make it happen. You decide how far you go and decide how successful you do, how successful you become by your actions and believing in yourself and confidence. Do it. Sure, somebody's going to come at me and say, well, you don't know what's going to happen in the afterlife. First of all, ain't nobody came back from the afterlife. Once you go, you go. That's why you got to make the most out of your life. But it's funny how y'all believe in religion and God, but you worship money and you worship materialism. It's a contradiction. My thing is, there's nothing wrong with being assertive and being self-efficient. You don't have to, you should be to have your own relationship. I'm not saying you should be an arrogant asshole, but I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with you being assertive and taking charge of your own life and decide and you driving the car to where you want to go. I'm like this. I'm like the Caucasian people, the elite ones, the upper echelon. I want my heaven now. I'm going to enjoy my life now. Party, get wild and crazy, do all the shit, do all the dirt. Fuck all that karma shit. You make your life happen. I'm about to live my life now. And my thing is, if you think about it, you have a lot of evil people throughout history doing dirt, but God has not punished them yet. But they only punished the brown people, the so-called black people, the so-called brown people. What does that tell you? You're being misled. You understand what I'm saying? You're being played. They have not, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying. You're being manipulated and being deceived and it stops you from being progressive. You know, oh, it's our punishment. We're paying for the sins, but Caucasian people haven't paid for the fucking sins. Never have, and probably never will. We have to make them pay. We have to clap back. We have to push back. We have to fight for change. Stop depending on other people and other so-called leaders to take you to the promised land. It's time for you to be a man. It's time for you to be a woman and take charge of your life and take care of yourself and like-minded people and work with them so we can have a better world. That's what needs to happen. Feel me? Peace out. Good night. By some of y'all people's fucked up logic, you're really essentially saying that God is a Caucasian supremacist. He's a neo-Nazi. He's a racist. And all he cares about is Caucasian people. And people of color are supposed to be poor and destitute and disenfranchised and be fucked up and not have nothing. But the pale skin monkey devils are supposed to have shit and supposed to enjoy life. Aren't you sick and tired of that unfair shit? Anyway, that's all I gotta say. I'm out. Peace. Stop falling for the okie doke.